Robin.
Happy birthday to Ron from Run DMC. 53 years old today. Welcome back to the Opie and Anthony show. Yep.
Hi.
I just made that up because it sounded like Run DMC, and usually it means a birthday. So, was I right?
It is Run DMC.
Oh, what was the thing about Run DMC then?
No, we get topical in the first break.
Eric officially doesn't want to talk to me. I understand that,
Yeah.
but could you talk for the show, or you ask him, and then he'll answer.
E-Rock, any reason for the Run DMC?
No, just the bed.
Just playing it.
See?
All right.
You didn't want to answer me. Well, let me tell you how deep this goes. Fucking Sam, in the 10 o'clock hour, is going to talk about something.
Uh-oh.
I didn't remind him. Sam goes, remember that time you left E-Rock at Giant Stadium?
Right.
Somebody on Twitter reminded me of it.
After what, the Rolling Stones concert, was it?
I think so.
Yeah. So, E-Rock, when you guys talk about that in the 10 o'clock hour, remember that it was Sam and not me.
No, I'm not the one who left him.
Yeah, but everyone forgot. You got all excited. You were jumping up and down and went, remember that time you did this to Eric, too? We're going to talk about it in the 10 o'clock hour.
I didn't jump. I just read it on Twitter. And it's not to be confused with the time that you left, or they almost left him at the Palisades during the homeless shopping spree.
Yeah. Well, I just promoted your 10 o'clock hour. Chris Hardwick in studio. Hey, Chris.
Guys, how are
you? The Nerdist.
We just got these books. I like to read a book before
we usually
somebody comes in
peruse.
to help promote it.
No, we do, though.
I'll try to read the book before somebody comes in, but we got handed this morning.
I don't know why we get them a mere hour before the guest.
And it's always the way. They always just pop the book down next to us and go, here, he's coming in. Like, oh, great. What am I supposed to do?
1 minute.
Fucking speed read.
At this point, we've got to just read chapter titles and hope
That's all right.
that sells the book.
It's a quick read.
High anxiety. There you go.
What is the I was going to say the pusher, but what is it? Is it a biography or no?
No, it's a productivity book.
What?
It's a productivity book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Productivity book.
Productivity, time management.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
About how to do what?
Well, it's sort of. Oh, are we actually on the air now?
Oh, yeah.
I was just kicking back.
It's funny.
That
I'll tell you guys,
montage.
it's so casual in here.
Everybody says that.
Everybody says it. The point where
says
we're
that.
I didn't even have headphones on.
We're going to put together a
What do you guys wanna
montage.
We're doing a montage.
Of everyone that's come in here and said, are we on the air?
What if I was like, when do we have to go on and make these pieces of shit happy? Wait, what? We're on? Oh, my God.
We say that all the time and we never do.
No, it's fine. But
Please isolate that he just said that and put that in the intro.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. No, but honestly, it's so nice and relaxed and casual in here. I just kind of like wander in.
I got scared like you weren't into it because you.
No.
He just sat back in his chair. He threw his headphones off. I'm like, oh man, did we piss him off?
Yeah,
We're pretty casual, but that's the way we like it here.
I take my shoes off, relax. The book's a productivity book because I was a complete fuck up in my 20s, and I feel like the part of that was that I had sort of. I was into. We've talked about the chess stuff before. It's huge. I was huge nerd growing up as a kid. Chess club, D&D, debate club, Latin club.
That's pretty fucking
Yeah. And I feel like I tried to get away from that in my 20s, and I realized in my 30s, like, those were the things that kind of made me who I was, and those were, like, a nerd's innate power is to focus on something to a quantum detail, but it's just that we don't always focus on constructive things. So it's saying, like, you have this power to focus, and if you want to aim that at constructive things, here's how I did it, and hopefully,
I got to start by
The Nerdist Way.
Wow, that's you in 2003.
Yeah, that's.
Whoa, holy
I
shit!
know.
What page is that?
I know.
It's in the introduction. It's it's a chubbier version of you in 2003.
Yeah, I always say I make up this I say I had a brother. That's my fuck up brother, Peter.
Oh
I would swear that's not you.
I know, isn't that crazy? It does look like a cousin or like a.
Yeah, you look like Billy and Jimmy Carter side by side. Can't fucking believe it.
How heavy were you there?
Oh, it was like I was probably like 180, but I'm like 145 now. But the difference is that I have a thin frame, so I carry all my weight like in a sack around my neck, and in my gut. So you see, if I get chubby, you see it right away.
It's horrible,
I
right?
can't hide it. Yeah, it's not
I ate
good.
2 cupcakes this morning, and it's all I'm doing is checking my side fat.
Just to see it hit.
Yeah, it's like really weird, man. Are you obsessive like that? Like, you obviously are in shape.
Well,
You're a terrific body.
Jim, thanks. I appreciate that.
Wait, I would assume though you gained weight because of something happening in your life, or no? Because you weren't always 180.
No, No. I mean, what happened was, I quit drinking in 2003, and I guess just, before that, it's not only drinking every day, but when you drink every day, you also eat at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And so, it's like that contributes to, I was always a skinny teenager, and it just didn't occur to me that in my mid-20s, like, that stops. Your metabolism slows down a bit.
When you hit your late 20s. Was it a lot of beer?
Oh my God, it was mammoth, like unholy amounts.
So you felt like you had a problem, Chris?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I know I did. And I never did drugs or anything. It was just beer, but like, you drink like 15, 20 beers a day. It's just like we're not evolved to handle that amount of alcohol.
Yeah, that's a case of beer almost. Half case of beer.
I mean,
it's a lot.
It's pretty fucking
7
crazy.
days a week?
Yeah, usually, and everything I did revolved around it, and
What time would you start drinking? Like, if you got up at what time, would you start right after, or would you wait a while?
No, I would wait until. I would wait until the evening. You always have these weird ways of justifying your behavior. Like, well, if I only do it when it's dark outside, then it's okay.
Right.
Exactly.
But in the last,
But then you're in Alaska.
Problem?
yeah, exactly. You have to keep jumping time zones to 24-hour schedule. But
It doesn't matter when you're flying. It doesn't matter what time it is.
Yeah,
It's the
exactly.
plane.
Yeah, exactly.
Plane is its own time, so
Wait,
you
you're
can drink,
related to this?
You
Yeah,
can drink
it's-
Bloody Marys at
you're
like
right.
any
it's
time
like
on a
being
plane.
out in the open water. Like, there's no law,
no
international law.
International law.
Not only can Anthony relate to it, he had wings put on his house. See, just so he would always feel like on a plane
There were
drunk.
moments the last year, though, where I would wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and I would drink a beer because I felt
wow.
awful. Like, and that was the only way to feel better.
Medicinal beer.
And so I
Yeah.
would, as I was doing that, I would kind of laugh to myself and be like, "Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to be doing this.
That's not good.
And so, what it was just sort of part of the but one thing about nerds is that they're so introspective and they have these hyper internal monologues. And I think a lot of the drinking was, aside from having the weird alcohol gene, was to try to silence some of that. And so it was just part of the obsessiveness, and at least I was able to re-aim some of that.
What makes a nerd, like, because it's like, I think the definition of quote unquote nerd or nerd culture has changed.
Absolutely.
Because you're a good looking guy, you're a smart dude. It's like, when I was growing up, the definition of a nerd
Wasn't Chris Hardwick.
No, it was like a
Right.
social pariah. It was a guy you didn't want to be around. Like, oh, that fucking nerd. It wasn't
Fonzie
just.
used to call them nerds.
Well,
You're
there's-
a nerd.
There's
Yeah.
a couple, truthfully, and this is really, I'm sad to say this, but I think a lot of the people in the 80s, because in the 80s, there were a lot of things we weren't aware of yet, and I think a lot of people that we said were nerds actually had Asperger's. I mean, for reals.
Yeah.
Like American Splendor, like the guy, the party nerd, the one that Judah Friedlander played.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
You're so right.
But anyway, but nerd culture, it was not a cool thing to do in the 80s, and then now when you realize that so much of what nerds create are kind of the foundations of our culture in terms of technology and gaming and sci-fi and film, and
It became cool.
it sort of became a cool thing because a lot of nerds became billionaires. and
And there's a difference between nerd and dork. I think dorks are the ones we had a problem
dork,
with.
yeah, oh, fuck the dorks. Ugh, yeah, I'm out of here.
Dork is a stupid, shallow nerd.
Is it?
Like, I think a nerd has a little more smarts and is a little deeper in thought, and a dork is just a dummy.
I'll tell you, because
A
I get into
dork.
this debate. I get into this debate with people a lot where they go. Well, one thing about being a nerd is that some people expect you to know everything about everything in nerd culture, and nerds tend to pick the things that they focus on. And I don't think it's necessarily. It's not whether you watch Battlestar or Doctor Who or read DC or whatever. Nerds do like those things. I always say it's not what you like that makes you a nerd. It's how you like it. Like it's how insanely passionate or focused you are on a
Right.
thing, and how kind of unnaturally obsessed you are with it.
With that and the detail of it.
In the
and-
detail of
yeah.
it, and the thing I think that makes a nerd is that they try to understand something more than anyone else on the planet, and they want it. They into quantum detail.
Do you understand quantum stuff?
Yeah, but yeah, I do actually. I read. Did you ever read the God Particle?
I most certainly did not. No.
Not only
They say it doesn't exist, though. And,
the Higgs boson.
Does it exist or doesn't it?
Well, they believe that it exists because they don't know what it is. They don't really understand what gives something mass, and so they feel like there's this quark that they're trying to find, this subatomic particle that they think will explain why things have mass. I was driving through Batavia, Illinois on tour once, and I saw Fermilab, which is before the accelerator moved to CERN. That was the primary collider was at Fermilab, and I went in and I'm like, I write for Wired magazine, which was true, and so they gave me a tour. Like I wasn't really writing an article about Fermilab, but
cool.
I dropped the Wired card and got this amazing tour of Fermilab.
You know what? I was reading about the God particle recently, and I remember that the article I read, I think, was by somebody with a very religious slant who didn't want the God particle to exist. So I think that's why it was a negative article, like saying.
Oh, gotcha.
And he's quoting scientists saying, "We don't know if there is one. We don't." And I'm like, that's kind of biased.
Yeah. I mean, it's and when you're talking about that kind of physics, it's a particle, like a mathematical particle. It's not like you can really see
a little
the
grain.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
I dusted it.
It's waving at you.
I left my fucking hotel keys in the God particle. If you see them, let me know.
Sorry, I cheated on you. God particle. I don't know what to say. Can't explain it.
I do. Her tits had more God particles than yours, so I had to shoot God particles into her face. I would, I wish I knew more.
Those
about
are all
this
God
stuff.
particles.
Do you still play chess?
I haven't played in a while. It's weird. It's kind of hard for me to play now, Jim, because I was so. Playing competitive chess for so long, it makes it hard for me to play a casual game without getting so intense about
Play
it.
chess with friends?
No, not so much. Like if I play, I'll play on my iPad or the iPhone, and none of my friends really play that much.
We should play on chess with friends because guys like him would murder me. Like I'm a very average player, but I don't mind being. I love fucking
competitive chess.
I love chess.
Holy
I can't
shit.
comprehend. I love chess players. I just love
I bet
guys that
you'd
can
be
do
good,
it.
though.
Nah, I really wouldn't.
You play a lot,
Nah,
don't
it doesn't matter.
What kind
real
of
chess players kill
What
me.
kind of tournaments as a competitive chess player did you?
Well, just you go, and it's in usually like a rec room or a gym or something, and it's just like it's like a 200 chessboards, and all you can hear are the clanking of pieces on the board and the hitting of the clock, and
then you win and you go trick or treat,
motherfucker. Yeah, no, and it's always. It's like the sort of the psychological warfare that happens in a chess match is hilarious because it's so much more devastating than just being punched by a jock. Yeah, like they hit you and then you bruise and then that's it. But you sit down and a guy sitting across the board from you tries to climb inside your head and psych you out and figure out what you're going to do and manipulate you, and it's fucked up.
What was something you saw
Wow.
that was like a cool? What was something somebody would do that you would do that was like a real psychological fuck?
There was this kid when I was playing, and this was in Tennessee, and his father was like one of the rich guys in town, and this kid was so obnoxious. His name was Gus Littman. I don't know. Hopefully he's still alive and nice now. But he had these like tortoise. He was this really like preppy 11-year-old, and he had tortoiseshell glasses. He wore this tiny little London fog coat and carried a briefcase. Like 11-year-olds do.
Wow.
And so you'd sit down with him and he'd cross the board from you, and he'd go, hey, you feeling okay? You look a little pale. And then you would get mad, like, how fucking stupid does this guy think I am? And then by the time you do that, your head's out of the game. But I beat him to win the Memphis Junior High City Chess Championship, and that was one of the most amazing.
Fuck him and his briefcase.
It's one of the most amazing victories of my young life. Was fucking shutting that guy down.
Did he resign or did you mate him?
I checkmate, and he looked, and I actually did. This was so shitty of me, but he was visibly shaken near the end of the game, and I actually got to say to him, "Are you feeling okay, Gus?"
Oh, did you really?
Like, oh yeah.
I want to know what Gus is doing now.
I don't know.
I would love to know what this kid's
His
doing.
father was a wealthy land developer in Memphis. I don't know what he's.
What was his last name?
Littman.
He probably owns G4.
Oh shit! We're fired. That sucks.
I would
Lippman
love to know what a kid
P.
like that is doing nowadays.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
And how much of Fisher always said he didn't believe in psychology, he believed in good moves. But you got to see a little bit of bullshit too, like when to not show up for a game against Spassky, like that fucking's got to play with your head when you're the champion and the challenger just doesn't show up for a game.
Yeah. I mean, that's sort of that's kind of a dick move. I mean, it's like you love that about Bobby Fischer because he was eccentric, but it's like, okay, come on, like face him like a man, like don't play these games.
But then he's down 2-0, and he fucking it's just unheard of to do that, and that's gotta fuck with you, like as the champion, where a guy just doesn't show up. It's got to be in your head like there's something wrong.
Yeah, and
comfortable.
Even if you get mad at does he? How stupid does he think I am? Like any emotion that it evokes takes you down.
Probably negative, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
So that's sort of why I wrote the book, was just like homing in on all of these kind of nerdy obsessive attributes and trying to aim that laser at good things. Did you find anything about Gus Lippman?
Just an article that you had
That I mentioned him in? Yeah, that I wrote about
really?
Chess Club. Yeah.
But you can focus like that. I'm amazed by guys that can focus that type of mental energy on anything without.
And you
got
to work out your brain, obviously, to compete in chess. You can't just jump in it again, I would assume.
Well, you have to. There are certainly strategies that you can use. There are certain defenses and there are certain offenses you can use. But ultimately, every game I've always thought was unique. And it just comes down to, for me, it was just trying to see 12 moves ahead of all the pieces on the board. And I think that contributed a lot to the overthinking that I did. So many nerds suffer from anxiety and depression, and it's just from overthinking things. And so many people never even start shit because how many people have asked you, how do I get started in stand-up comedy? And you're like, well, you just start. Like, don't overthink it.
I wouldn't know, because if they walk up to me and they go, how do I immediately walk away. It could be anything. How do I get to Carnegie Hall? Whatever it is.
What if the question is, how do I get close to Jim Norton? How do I get inside his heart?
That's a good. You know how much pussy I probably passed up walking away. Girls with big tits. How do I?
I don't know. I was gonna fuck this guy's lights out, and then he just walked away.
Yeah, you do though, and it's a tough question. I'm like, I don't know what to say. It's like, you go to an open mic,
You just do it. You don't overthink it. If you sit around and people think themselves out of doing things all the time,
You just got to do it, right?
Do you fall asleep with anything on, like a TV or something? Because I have to, because if I'm alone with my own thoughts, I'll never go to sleep.
Yeah,
I'm constantly just thinking.
I have a white noise app on my iPhone.
What is that? People working? Oh, see,
Wow.
It's
racist joke.
It's a white noise.
That's pretty funny.
I can't support any of that.
No, of course not.
But
We don't either. It's all in humor.
It's an air conditioning unit, and the white noise app is what it is. It just goes.
Yeah, it just makes some noise.
Yeah, just
a
steady
keeps away
noise.
anything like tinnitus or just thinking too much.
I need the opposite.
If I'm just
Complete
laying
silence,
in bed,
man.
staring at the ceiling, like there's all kinds of shit from like just basic philosophy to chemistry and sometimes mechanical things. I'm constantly thinking of things.
No, it's not. Here's what you're thinking
Swear.
of. Here's what Anthony thinks of when he lies asleep. Fucking faces creeping into his house, and him with his night vision goggles shooting them at the foot of the steps and making a dramatic statement. Yeah, motherfucker! And it's probably a really bad 80s thing that he yells
But
at
then
them.
getting it on a camera mounted on the gun so you can get that first-person shooter.
Get that look, right. That first person.
Jackie Marshall in Memphis writes, Gus Lippman appears to be a manager at Guards Mark in Memphis.
I see that too, but I don't have any picture.
What's Guards Mark?
I don't know what that is.
What kind of company is that?
New security.
It ain't no TV, motherfucker.
That's right.
What's that? Let's
Nerdist 1, Gus 0.
Yes.
Well, let's see what Guards Mark is, though. It could be a fucking big place.
I'm
kind of
Gus
military
Schultz.
thing.
New security
Yeah,
services. They make vehicle barriers.
Oh, well.
Was he into vehicle barriers?
I bet he designs them.
Now that I think about it, he always had this gate around him. I guess he was going to turn that into something sooner or later.
I knew he'd make something of those barriers.
How many tournaments did you win? Like you won the junior high championships?
Yeah. I mean, just a couple. I mean, certainly not nowhere near the number that I competed in. But every day at school for me for years was chess. Before school, during lunch, and after school, was in the math teacher's classroom, which also had this bank of Apple IIe computers, and so it was basically the computer lab chess room.
Would it annoy you if somebody just called out your moves every time you made it? Like if you made a move, they went, "Ooh, E4, interesting."
That would be so obnoxious.
Yeah.
It sounds like a mashup between like Project Runway and some sort of the chess competition show.
If you clap your hand before you pick your piece up, that would really bug your opponent. E4. All right.
Yeah, that's what chess needs is some of those. Because who would have thought anyone would watch poker on television? When they started showing poker, I'm like, who the fuck is going to watch that? And then it's huge.
Became huge
because they have these characters and these like these amazing Filipino guys with the sunglasses on and the weird hats and the so if chess had some of those personalities, and I'm sure they do. I mean, look at all the guys who play in the park. You know, all
homeless guys, a lot of them. Man,
yeah.
Money and for food.
They're insane chess players. Like there's a show in there somewhere.
ESPN playing chess championships.
Oh my God!
Have you ever played the guys in the park?
No, I haven't. If anyone from ESPN is listening, I don't know anything about the rest of your sports, but just give me 3 to 3:30 in the morning as a time slot. I will make you a chess show, and I fucking guarantee you that's when people who would watch chess would be up. It would crush.
Cambridge had a whole bunch of guys that played.
Where's that? Is that a park?
In Boston. Yeah, in Cambridge area.
Boston.
Those guys are good,
And
man.
you play the guy for what, $10 or I forgot
$5,
exactly
$10.
how it went, but one guy was legendary. Fucking never lost with glasses. I remember.
And would play a few people at once?
Fuck yeah, he would. And people would line up just to play the one fucking guy. I wish I remembered his name.
It's like Lawrence Fishburne in Searching for Bobby Fischer.
Yeah, I played a homeless
crazy.
guy.
Yeah.
How many moves ahead did Bobby Fischer think?
Hard to say. I mean, they said Alakon could see like 10 or 12 moves ahead, but which is really.
What if you do something that fucks up their move?
Then
They
you gotta
see
adjust
multiple
Then you
options.
got to adjust your 12
And they're
moves.
playing other grandmasters. They're playing guys who aren't going to make
Grand
a fucking
wizards.
terrible movie.
Yeah,
terrible move.
You're watching. You're looking. It really is. It's this crazy log, this future log that you have to keep in your head, where you go, if he moves this, I can do this, and then this will happen, and this will happen, and this will happen. But if he does this, then I can move this, and then you're trying to edge his pieces into a certain position so you can ultimately get the queen or checkmate him, or there's a lot of you sacrifice pieces, and it's really crazy.
I'll stick to Xbox.
I like, how you like, what we just talk about the guys that do the quirky stuff. I like when chess players, there's certain ways that they handle pieces. When you watch, when you would watch Fischer, because he had very light fingers,
sure.
and he would the way he would pick up his pieces and put them down. It was like a fucking dance.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
A very fluid motion, or the way they'll pick up one with the other and capture it. And there's such a fucking comfort.
Almost like they're flipping a pancake or something.
It's such a comfort. Watch Kasparov play. He would just take it and flip and throw the piece into his hand. It's this really weird, delicate thing they do with their fucking hands.
Apparently, in 1981, there was chess on television. Look at that.
What is that?
We got
it's like a password.
A great graphic.
One game per
split
season.
Cam.
Now this was actually compelling television in 1981.
Yeah, it's not saying much, but
Who are these
it
guys?
was.
Nerds.
Wanting to play the Limzo Indian for a long
That's Jan Hein Donner and Tony Miles of England.
Yeah.
I've got a main
Jan. There we go.
What a shitty chessboard.
quickly.
Yeah, those are the chessboards that they used to put up on the.
Used to.
Like they would have someone, if there was a really important game, and this is before like crazy graphics, they would have just like a poster board, and they would someone would move the pieces so you could see what was happening on the board.
They still do that. Can you pause that? Do you ever? Let me ask you, in your mind, because I don't know. Like these guys
make a
can
difference?
all the 64 squares. These guys can go. I know where E4 is. I know where E5. Like, do you think in terms of where this? Because I was watching this guy Vishy Anand. He's the champion now. Talk about his game, and he was talking to the press, and he had a big board, and he was going through. See, if I did this, the G4 takes D5, and D5 comes in. He was saying it in numerical form, not bishop takes knight, but D4 takes E5. Do you see it like that, or do you see the pieces?
Well, it's funny. There are two types of notation, because when you're playing tournament chess, you have a pad and you note so you can like go through the game afterwards if you want to see what where you fucked up, and so you can either do like the very literal notation, which is E2, E4, D6, D5, whatever, or you can say like knight X, rook 5.
Right.
Which places all the pieces in relation to each other on the board. But I don't think it's any different than someone like a musician going, "Oh yeah, that's an E9 flat the fifth." Like they can just hear it.
See, I never think when the king's pawn moves out too. That's pawn E4. I think, right? Or is it
Yeah.
So, but I
From
never
white.
think that. The response would be E5, pawn E5. I never think in those terms. And I'm saying, do good players think of in those terms?
I think a lot of them. I mean, like a lot of the really hardcore ones probably do, because they're just over a board so much that it's just like they see it.
I gotta ask though. So you spent a lot of your youth doing this chess thing, hours and hours a day, right, Chris?
Yes.
What made you go fuck this and move on? Because you said earlier in the interview,
I wanted to touch a boob.
Was it? I was going to ask. Did you?
No,
Did you discover girls? Because that ruins a lot of our hobbies.
What happened was my mom remarried and we moved away from the school that I had been in, so I sort of lost the chess club thing, and then I started in a new town at a new school that didn't really have much of a chess club, and like that was around the time when I was just sort of getting into teenhood and sort of like I was trying. It was like I wanted to start over in this new place because I had been so mercilessly chastised in the sort of nerd bubble that I was in.
Yeah.
So that's when I tried to I want to try to.
I always find it fascinating because it was everything to you. And then
I played
one
secretly.
Day you just fucking walked away from it.
Yeah, I would play kind of, secretly, but not out in the open at school because I just didn't want to. I thought it was a chance to start over.
Right.
Because it was not a cool thing. Like the nerd thing was not cool in the 80s at all. Mm-hmm. So, there was no ironic hipster nerds. There was no irony in the 80s.
Let's go to Andrew in DC. We got Chris Hardwick in studio today. His new book, The Nerdist Way.
Online
Andrew.
feed is down.
Again?
Chris, I'm so bummed I'm going to miss you when you're in D.C. on Sunday. I so wanted to see you.
We're rescheduling that show, so I'm actually not going to be there Sunday.
There you go.
Yeah, so we're rescheduling that show for early next year because I do a show called Talking Dead, which is a Walking Dead after show, and we have to do that show on Sunday now. So
clearly I'm not enough of a nerd to have caught up with that. Can you explain to the guys, first of all, your burrito philosophy? And then also, you need to talk about the rest of sort of the Nerdist.com. Because, guys, there's this woman, Sex Nerd Sandra, who does this great show. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's really amazing stuff. So please talk to them about the Nerdist the burrito philosophy.
Okay. So we say this thing at the end of every podcast episode. We say, enjoy your burrito. And it's something that one of my co-hosts, Jonah Ray, came up with years ago when he first moved to LA. He was living out in San Pedro and he had no money and his life was shitty and he hated it, and there was this one burrito shack, and every day that's all he could afford. He would go get this one burrito that he loved, and it was the only good thing about his day. And he'd get halfway through and he'd get depressed because he knew the burrito was about to be over and then his day was going to be shit again. And he said one day he finally had to convince himself to just enjoy the burrito while he was eating it. And so that sort of became this metaphor on the show for enjoy the present. Don't live in the past, don't live in the future, enjoy the present. So we say enjoy your burrito at the end of every episode.
How about you cut the fucking burrito in half and had fun later?
Yeah, save it for later. Split up your fun.
Eat the burrito while you're getting blown. Make it an amazing day.
That is thinking outside the bun, Jim. And then Sex Nerd Sandra, there's a sex educator that I'm friends with, and so I gave her a podcast, and she's great. Her name's Sandra Doherty, and she does a podcast on the Nerdist Podcast Network.
What's the cool thing about that channel is at least about G4 is Attack of the Show. It's like such a fucking. It's really funny, but it's like laid back. It almost seems like the network isn't on them because the content they got away with. When I did one episode,
yeah,
I couldn't believe,
I saw you there.
I couldn't believe the fucking content that host got away with on TV. And I was like, they're really letting these guys be funny.
Yeah, they're really cool. Like the G4 is a really cool place to work because they're hungry but everyone's nice and and they're very cool and they know who their audience is and they don't want to get in the way of that.
Yeah, but he was doing some edgier stuff, which it's nice to see because you get so depressed watching fucking guys be cute. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, and also you must do a million interviews where you mentally just check out because you're like, oh god, these questions. Huh?
Yeah, so you're a Spider-Man.
Oh,
one
really?
line.
What?
Fuck. And that's how I say it.
That was fascinating.
They don't even know.
They don't know. I had one line. They think I'm going to have a great story about it. Like, yeah, then me and Toby got drunk and we were fucking Kirsten Dunst. We fell into a lake. Nothing. Second unit shitheads.
I did Found last night and Kirsten Dunst was on.
Oh, was she?
I didn't get to say hi.
I've never met her either.
You like her?
I do. I think she's. I think she's.
I liked her
adorable.
in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
She kind of get a little weird. I watched that fucking weird movie with the planet that was going to hit the fucking.
Oh, Melancholia.
Holy shit!
I haven't seen it yet.
It's fucking crazy.
She just won Best
Weirdo
Actress
movie.
at Cannes for that.
For that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a role that she normally would take. She looks a little more mature in it than we're used to seeing her.
All right.
But what a weird, creepy movie that is.
Yeah, I think they said it was on iTunes. So I'll grab that.
Oh, maybe that's it.
Yeah, Melancholia.
I watched it in the theater.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you have time to go see movies? I never go see movies in the theater anymore.
He doesn't either.
I don't either.
He has a theater in his house.
What was the last thing you saw?
Last thing I saw in the theater?
Yeah.
Fuck. Leatherboy Glory Holes.
Ah, that's not that theater.
No, I'm trying to think.
Was that one movie or a double feature?
I'm trying to think.
I can't even
I wanted to
remember.
go see Paranormal 3
Yeah.
when I was in Pittsburgh, but I just didn't have time. Fuck, dude, I can't remember.
I heard Paranormal 3 was really good.
I know, scary.
Yeah.
I
wanna see
cannot
that.
remember the last thing I saw.
So the Innkeepers.
This
Very
weird
scary.
thing happens when you get older and busy, and you're like,
Arthur.
movie, I gotta go. You know, in LA, it's like I gotta go park, and then I gotta go wait, and then I gotta get back in the car. Oh, I don't have time to
You
do
talk
that.
yourself out of going
Totally
places.
talk yourself
It
out
was
of it.
last April, the premiere of Arthur. It was the last movie I went to.
I don't feel
Oh,
like
really?
I don't feel like there's a lot of good movies coming out lately, though. In general,
There's a couple. I'm looking forward to the Avengers next year.
Avengers,
I think
yes.
Avengers is gonna be fun, but that doesn't come out till.
well, I want to see Tower Heist.
Yeah, Tower Heist looks fun. I love it when Eddie Murphy like.
He's back to the old Eddie Murphy, so
Didn't
that's
you
exciting.
think he should have been nominated for Bowfinger?
I didn't see Bowfinger.
Oh my God, he was
That's not
so
Bowfinger.
amazing in that movie. Amazing, like mind-blowingly.
I didn't see it.
He was. Check it out. See it. It's great.
Is it a comedy?
Yeah, Steve Martin.
Right.
And it's a cool story, and Eddie Murphy is just phenomenal in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Love that guy. Love him.
I always, if we had Brett Ratner, and we were talking about this movie, and I said to him, and I've always wished Murphy would do something that was like completely anti Eddie Murphy, because like Pryor did Grease Lightning and Blue Collar, and Murphy's a good actor. Like I would love to see him do something that was fucking like play like a really unlikable guy.
It must be weird when you are one of the biggest stars in the world.
It is.
Because you think to yourself, people are always like, how do you? And then you walk away. But I mean, he can do anything he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he could do some weird student film if he wanted to, just to play a weird role. But I guess if you're a superstar, you just kind of are like, well, I guess it's a little bit easier just to stick to what you think are going to be the star roles. I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know.
What you're used to succeeding in, I
Maybe
think.
he just doesn't want to take the chance.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But I think he's amazing. I would love to see him do more stuff where he plays around with
Different stuff, right? Because he's
Yeah.
a good actor.
He's a great actor.
Turns out this Tower Heist is doing okay too. So
Good. Yeah,
it's like, the reviews are all right for this movie.
Someone was trying to link it on the Google News. I saw someone was trying to link it to, because of Occupy Wall Street, the little guy taking money from the big guy movies. I'm like, I don't know. Is that really? Are those people occupying Wall Street really going to be like, God, we got to go see Tower Heist? I got to get out of this tent and go see Tower Heist. I don't know if
I don't think so.
I don't think they're doing
Yeah.
that.
Have you been down there?
No, I haven't been down there yet.
It's a wild place.
Bunch of douchebags. Please.
I've not been down there yet.
You should check it out while you're in New York.
I mean, in LA,
It's
no
festive.
one really goes downtown in LA unless you work downtown.
Yeah, there's
so
no reason.
You know,
Is that
Kansas
where it is
City.
in L.A.?
what?
They have one in L.A.?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's downtown.
It's downtown. Yeah, and LA is such a weird. It's just not a city. It's not a unified city. It's a bunch of smaller hamlets connected by traffic. Like
Yep.
there's no real central.
But yeah, it's very spread out.
But
Yeah.
your city, it's like a ghost city. When you do end up downtown L.A., you're like, where
in
the
the
fuck?
buildings.
Yeah, where are the people?
Well, downtown LA, it's just like at when it gets dark, like they drop all the gates on the buildings, and
Yeah,
they
man, everyone
always
just
try
leaves.
They always try to rehabilitate it. But you don't like there. So you have like these really nice buildings, and then one street over, you have completely impoverished people living in these weird tent cities. Like Skid Row, these insane tent cities that looks very third world.
Yeah,
and
downtown
then,
LA is a
yeah, it's a
strange fucking place.
strange
Really weird.
dichotomy.
Absolutely.
What are you looking at there? What do you got there? Are you looking at Rotten Tomatoes?
All these positive reviews are negative.
Oh, are they?
They're
Then how
all-
are they classified as positive?
What do you mean? Read a positive review. That's
negative.
For Tower Heist, right?
Negative.
You really want these poor schlubs to get their very justified revenge, just like you want to like this movie? Like that doesn't mean.
Wait,
that
read this
doesn't
first
sound
one. Read
good.
this first one. Yeah, this is the perfect example of a guy who has too much time who's trying to sound clever on Rotten Tomatoes. You really want these poor schlubs to get their very justified revenge, just like you want to like this movie. It co-ops you from the very start. Mission accomplished.
Building
And
references.
that's a fucking that's a
never
positive
good.
Why do you have
review.
to do that?
No, I don't know.
Like
That's
crazy.
That is a positive.
Oh, that is a
review.
positive
Technically,
review.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's like just like you really want to like this movie. Maybe you do like the movie because you want to like it. Not like you, Sam. You're reading it like you want to like it, but you're failing. Maybe they're saying you really want to like this movie, and you are.
maybe.
Can you read another one, Sam? You said there's a lot of them.
Yeah, since you totally
Especially the
fucking
ones that
butchered
have
one.
building references, please.
Well, I mean, Tower Heist is an improbably satisfying action comedy, the kind of wax on, wax off, slickly machined Hollywood widget that meets its audience expectations without once aspiring to exceed them.
But like, what is the whole thing? Like,
Look at the picture of her.
smarminess
It's
of
like,
that.
yeah, well, you should see. She looks like a librarian. She's got the glasses, slick down hair.
You're trying so hard to sound clever. What is that fucking slickly
she's-
oiled widget?
Sorry,
What is that?
she writes for the Washington Post.
Does she? Fuck her.
Yeah,
You might need her.
Slickly oiled widget.
yeah. I haven't seen anything.
Who says that?
What does that mean?
I don't know what a slickly
I don't
oiled
need to
widget
think
is.
that hard. Stop. Tell me if the
Is
movie's
it good or not?
Thank you.
Should I
Yeah.
go see this? Should I go see this?
Stop with the wordplay.
I mean, Tower Heist isn't really a movie that you need to describe as a slickly oiled widget.
It's not like an
Is
Oscar-nominated
it funny?
film.
Is it not funny? Is it good? Is it not good? I love Ben Stiller.
Is
I
it
love
old
Eddie Murphy,
or is it
Casey
still-
Affleck's great? Like, it's got a great cast. It's
There
got a
you go.
great cast.
There you go. One more, Sam.
The most that can be said for Tower Heist, the new action comedy from Brett Ratner, is that it's middlingly well done evocation of the big budget caper you remember with a vague fondness from long ago matinees at the mall.
Jesus.
These are all I don't even know if that's positive or negative anymore.
Well,
I think
don't know
that's
half
positive.
the words in that.
Just
fucking
words.
video.
That's from
Well, I
Slate.
don't know.
They're cool. I like Slate.
Slate's all right?
Yeah,
They're
I like
basically
Slate.
saying it's an average caper film.
Yeah.
That's how you sum that up.
Say that.
Average caper film.
I don't even know what else is out right now. I just never have time to go see movies.
I don't know either, man.
Especially because when you tour, people think when you're a comic, you're like, oh, you don't have anything to do during the day, and it's like, no, you either sleep because you have to, you do super early radio, and then you do 3 shows a night, and you're just too tired in the middle of the day to go up do anything, or you have other work to do.
I'm terrible, dude. Like, I'll go down. I'm doing New Brunswick tonight, and I'll go down and sleep after this in the hotel for a little while. I'll try to sleep. I'll fucking. What do? You sleep for 3 or 4 hours. You wake up. You eat. It's horrible. People are like, why don't you go see these places? I'm like, dude, I'm fucking just trying to
Why
not
bother?
collapse on stage. I'm just trying to not pass out.
How many shows tonight?
Just 2 tonight.
2 shows, yeah.
But I because I get up so early, it's like fucking. If I don't sleep, I'm on 2 hours sleep. It's
that's
terrible.
crazy.
Yeah, you need a little bit of rest if you're going to talk for an hour straight per
Yeah,
show. Hour and how long's your show? Hour and a half.
An hour, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. We've been touring the podcast, which has been really fun.
On stage, you're doing it.
Yeah, we do.
That's cool,
We
yeah.
go places, and we all do stand up, and then we do like our kind of round table
Who's on it?
podcast. It's Jonah Ray and Matt Myra, the guys who
Okay.
are on the show.
That's fucking
It's
awesome.
really fun.
That's great.
It's really fun.
Good for you, man.
What do you guys talk about? The same stuff, or do you switch it up? Or
No,
whatever?
we never plan what we're going to talk about. We just sort of sit and talk, and it's just very conversational.
should have guests.
What we do, like when we're in a city that actually we can get people, then we'll have people.
Yeah, it is kind of hard to get guests if you're in the middle of
Yeah, when we went to Portland, we didn't
Yeah.
have any guests, and I know there's a lot of video game companies there, but we just didn't track anyone down. Also, we don't want to get people used to the idea that we have to get a guest every time.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, how come there's no guest?
Yeah,
I
that's
fucking
true.
paid for no guest. Like people would send me tweets and they're like, oh, before I come to your show, I need to know who the guest is, and I'm like, sorry, we're not enough for you.
They want a
That's all
good
right.
guest.
You got a lot of followers there, sir.
There's a few.
Nerdist on Twitter. Holy shit,
There's a
1.5 something mil?
Yeah, there's good followers on
damn.
Twitter. I'm digging Google Plus now too.
You like
I don't know
Google
how to
Plus?
use it. I
We
can't
were just
do
talking
anything
about
with it.
how there's no buzz on it, but
Well, it was. I like it. It's a very simple, clean. It's a cleaner version of Facebook.
yeah.
Whereas Facebook was a cleaner version of I don't want to say Facebook was a version of MySpace. It wasn't really, but
Yeah.
it was a cleaner interface. And Google Plus is a cleaner interface. nice. And it's also Google Plus hasn't been overrun by people you went to high school with. It's just all nerds. So it's really cool.
You think it's going to survive?
I think
Google
so.
Plus?
I mean, listen, if any company can get behind something that has a little bit of traction, I feel like Google Plus has more traction than like Wave or Buzz or Orkut or any of the other experiments that they've tried. So I mean, I really like the Google
But what
Plus.
is it? Like, I don't know. I keep getting these things. Someone has added you to their circle of friends. I don't know what to do with that. It's like,
Say thank you.
A circle is just like a mini network that you create within the thing. So you can create any kind of circle you want. So
It's
you can
kind of lists on Twitter.
It's like lists. It's like a list.
Which I love.
And so when you share stuff, you can pick which circles you're sharing it with. And then you can do these hangouts and circles cross over and you interact with people. It's really cool.
do you have a lot of people on Google Plus?
No, I haven't been on it that long. I mean, they only just released it within the last couple months, but
it's just kind of sitting there, unfortunately. It's not really growing yet. It's just kind of sitting.
I like it. I like it. This is a call to the O&A audience. Check out Google Plus. And I'm Chris Hardwick on Google Plus.
I'm on there. I've done a little bit, but
see,
very good.
Look who's in I got the Will Wheaton and Veronica Belmont and Aisha Tyler and Merlin Mann and Phil Plait and
look at all these circles.
Yeah.
You got a lot of circles.
I got some circles.
What else about the book, Chris? The Nerdist Way: How to Reach the Next Level in Real Life.
Please buy it. Oh, you mean what's in it? I mean, there's a mind section, a body section, and a time section. So the mind section is all about, for nerds, how to get out of your own way, how to get your brain out of the way so you can just do stuff, how to ignore your brain, which a lot of people don't realize you can do. Then there's a fitness section, because I really feel like I rejected that for so long, and it really does help. It really, especially as you get older, like getting into some kind of an exercise. You don't have to do 5 days a week. One day a week would change your life if you don't exercise at all. And then the last is time. Like once you kind of work on your mind and your body, it's, like the last thing left is, how do you fill your day? And so it's just like, how to manage time, how to manage finances, how to manage credit, just all sorts of stuff like that.
Chris is trying to help people.
I am, because I was such a fuck up, and I just, if I can help people learn from my mistakes, because I don't have kids, then it will make me feel like those mistakes were not a complete waste of time. And I feel like there's a lot of similarly minded, nerd people out there. So
I think that's right, though. Once you get that getting laid thing in there, boy, you sure drop everything. That just becomes the focal point. And based on how obsessive you are with it, that's how long it completely rules your life.
Chest vagina.
Yeah. Because, I mean, there's a point where vagina just wins over anything.
Truthfully, though,
family, friends,
you can
food.
only have, honestly,
That's the top of the pyramid.
Yeah,
right?
but you can only have sex so much, and then you have to do something else.
But I understand that. But like when you first discover sex,
yes,
then it's the top of the pyramid.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. Everything else is a pale second place.
Yes.
And then as you get older, I don't think you give it up voluntarily, the just complete obsession with it, and Jimmy never has, but you realize you got to allot your time to things like work and getting your car registered and shit like that. Instead of the constant hunt for pussy.
But is there an argument to be made that you do all that stuff so that you can
get pussy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Now I must search further for pussy, so I must register my car.
I'm established.
Traveling.
I'm establised. I'm responsible. I have a career. I'm a provider.
I need a house so I can bring pussy to my house.
But the hobby thing, you're absolutely right about.
Yeah,
All of a sudden, your beer can collection's in the garage, in the basement. Your baseball cards are in the attic.
I had microscopes, telescopes, chemistry sets. I had all that shit,
cobwebs on that
all
shit.
of it. And it fucking went.
Trying to build the perfect vagina.
Yes. Yes, I've built it.
I have tissue samples.
That shit went into boxes, right?
It took the second I went into a box, all that shit did too.
Go up into your parents' attic right now. You'll be reminded of the hobbies you used to do before you discovered pussy.
Oh, I remember that.
It's up there.
No, that's what happens though.
But real nerds survive that, I think, and continue with their hobbies.
I had one Playboy magazine that survived years.
Years of abuse.
It was, I got it in the mid '80s. It was the one with with Julie McCullough. Do you remember her?
I remember the name.
I know Julian McCullough, the comedian.
Look it up. There,
Not
Sam.
the same. Yeah, Julie McCullough was my '80s playmate fantasy.
Oh,
let's see. IMDb
images.
How saucy.
That's her right there.
What a lovely girl.
Is that her?
How lovely of her.
Oh, that's her now. Oh, yeah. Okay. She look. I know that. I know who that is.
Wow.
Yeah,
Growing She's very hot. What?
Growing pains, right.
And I think she actually got fired off Growing Pains because Kirk Cameron is
religious.
hyper-Christian and didn't like that she...
I remember this girl.
Yes, I remember that. I remember that shot. I had the same playlist.
Say it, Sam.
Fucking A, yes.
Didn't she pop out
What
of
a
that
great issue.
She popped out of that cake in
Did she?
Well, help me out. That movie with someone will get it.
Sophie Choice.
Yes! Look up the IMDb.
she was only-
It was the famous birthday cake
Oh,
scene.
boy.
I mean, she's only physically flawless there.
Wait a
Holy
minute.
shit,
Did
Amino.
Kirk Cameron have her fired?
I can't confirm that.
Technically, God did.
Fucking
I can't
douchebag.
confirm that,
What an
but
asshole.
but that was the story that I had heard.
Well, he did now in Jim's head.
Enjoy your God. We'll enjoy
Yeah,
her.
Is there a trivia on there?
Come on.
She don't look.
Come on.
I mean, I feel like I could be 70 years old and have sex with like 75-year-old Julie McCullough, and I would still
bring you right back.
yeah, it would still bring me right back to the
Maybe it wasn't her.
to the 80s.
Pains. The
she's
Blob.
done a ton
Oh,
of
that's right.
stuff.
She was in the Blob. She was Susie in the Blob.
I guessed it on Max Headroom.
Yes.
Wow, Max Headroom. Jesus.
Maybe it wasn't her.
No.
Older girls. What?
I don't know, like submarines or something.
Ooh, without her consent. That sounds like a good one.
No. It's like to rent a car. It's not a sexual
okay.
thing. It's like, I rented this car with someone else's ID.
I always go there.
No.
Carrie
I was thinking
show?
of somebody
No.
else. Now I feel like an asshole.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? Is right. Under Siege. Thank you, Robert.
Yeah, Under Siege. That's her.
There was a chick
She's in there?
that popped out of a cake. Was that her?
Oh.
Or
Is
was
that a
somebody
Steven
else?
Seagal movie?
Yes, certainly is.
Was that the
Thank you,
train
Robert.
one?
I don't know.
Or was it he was the cook?
That was the
this
submarine.
Yeah, he's a sub. He's a guy. He
Hey,
fluffs everybody in the
I'm
sub.
just a cook.
Yeah.
I'm just a cook.
Was it her?
Is it Erica Eleniak?
Yeah, but she sort of looks like
Erica Leniak, too.
Yeah, she's the
oh,
other one.
yeah,
Kinda
she was
looked like
another one.
Julie.
Yeah,
right?
she was another one. Yeah,
But she looked like her a little bit.
Definitely.
She popped out of the cake. All right, at least we got the answer.
definitely.
I had it wrong.
We have a signed copy of the... Oh, yeah, right. No, that wasn't for me. That was for them.
Well, you could say it too.
We have a signed copy of the book to give away. Nerdist Way, Chris Hardwick here. Chris, you've done a lot of television stuff. How do you compare that? Well, I don't know. I just do this and that.
I got to ask you a radio question.
Yes, of course.
You were on K-Rock.
Yeah, for 3 years.
So you did the radio thing and
Yeah.
said fuck radio, and you went on and became a big star and a success, and now you're back to doing radio technically with the podcast.
Well, I always loved doing radio.
Right.
I loved doing radio. What happened was, I worked at K-Rock from 95 to 98, like right as, it was a great time to work there because
Who was
K-Rock...
there? Was
Kevin and Bean were there, Jed the Fish was there,
Carolla?
Richard Blade was there, Corolla was there. Kimmel was there, but he was just about to leave.
Corolla was on K-Rock in the 90s?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, he was.
Kimmel,
Doing what?
They had an amazing lineup of guys that went on to be very successful.
That's where Adam started. Adam
Yeah.
started because Kimmel was going to do some sort of a boxing thing, and Corolla, who just happened to be an Acme sketch comedy guy, but he was also a boxing trainer.
Oh.
Like he kind of he hooked up
into
with
it.
Jimmy, and Jimmy was like, "God, you're really funny," and so he gave Corolla the call-in line, and Corolla started calling in and doing characters, and that's where that all happened.
He can box?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
his hands are all fucked up from years of boxing.
I'm glad I was always had nice interactions with him.
You don't want to take a jab from him, right?
Yeah.
What about Ralph Gorman? Ralph
Garmin. Garmin
he there?
came in after I left because he kind of replaced Jimmy.
What a fucking talent, man.
And so K-Rock it was a great time to work there because K-Rock was really kind of directing where alternative music was going at that time. It was like grunge was at its peak, and it was, and then I left in 98 because I was doing the overnight shift and making $125 a shift. And then I got offered a ton of money to go do a morning show at Y107 in LA, which is now Super Estrella. And,
Making money.
and yo no hablo español. So I left, and I always missed radio. But the thing that I always really didn't like about radio was that it had a ceiling. Like it only could get as big as the city that you were in if you were lucky, and that was the top 1%. Sure. So I guess part of me just felt like, I like working in areas where I feel like it can grow as big as you want. Mm-hmm. So that's why. But
now with
always,
the podcast, that absolutely is happening.
Yeah, but I always miss just being able to talk to people in a conversational way, which you're not really afforded the opportunity of in
Did you
television.
like the structure of radio?
I didn't like the we got to go to break. Oh, tighten it up. Throw a music bed under this. Do that. Oh, we got to hit this point. Like there was a lot of radio politics and there was a lot of radio structure, and I feel like there wasn't as much freedom as you get in a podcast and that's why I started, because I can do whatever the fuck I want and I don't have to answer to anybody.
Yeah.
So but you guys have a sweet deal here because you reach a shitload of people and you have you have language freedom and you don't have to stop for breaks every
and
10
all that
minutes.
Structure shit we don't have to worry about.
Yeah,
either.
yeah. You can do whatever
nice.
we can do whatever you want. So.
Yeah. Very cool, man.
I mean, what I'm doing is a version of what you guys are doing, and it's fun. Mm-hmm. It's really fun.
What are you laughing at?
So we're gonna give away
just people, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Comments.
You got book signings, Chris? Because we're wrapping up, I think.
I'm gonna be doing a book signing in Portland on the 9th at Powell's. And so I'm doing a book signing there. I'm actually gonna be popping around Sirius XM all day, and then I'll be on Conan next week. And then Talking Dead is a show I do that follows The Walking Dead on AMC.
Love
every
Walking
Sunday night.
Dead.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
You're
awesome.
on AMC and the G4?
Yeah.
You got a lot of fucking gigs.
Yeah.
What is Talking Dead though? See, I missed that part because I DVR it.
Talking Dead is it's a Walking Dead post show where I have like people from the show and comedians on, like Poseidon's done it, and
cool.
Patton and Robert Kirkman, who created Walking Dead, and we basically it's like a kind of a therapy session because Walking Dead is so fucking dense with murderous zombie drama.
He's describing Sam's hour that he's about to do.
Yeah,
Sam does like
yeah.
the post show, and it's like
Post
a
show.
therapy session for
It
everybody.
is. And so it's a little bit, it's a little bit lighter, and we have
break it
fun
down.
and sort of break it down, and it's like water cooler talk, and it's really fun. It airs after the encore presentation of Walking Dead on Sunday nights.
Wouldn't you be a little
Live.
concerned if all that zombie blood was getting on you? Like for any kind of open little cut.
Oh, fuck yeah,
There's
yeah.
zombie blood everywhere. They're just swinging like sharp objects. It's like, come on.
Yeah, you don't want to get zombie blood in your eyes
I
or
don't want
mouth.
zombie blood on me at all.
No.
Like, look, you get a little, you scratched yourself maybe. And now it's scabbed up a little bit. Now you get zombie blood on you. It's no different than being nicked by the zombie.
Also, don't fuck a zombie without a condom.
I would assume
Don't fuck a zombie without
that
a condom.
could be trouble.
I just want to know if anybody else is uncomfortable that Anthony is auditioning right now to be on the show.
I didn't get that sense.
Only Jimmy would think that.
Because I was thinking what to
You would
say.
think of that. It's like, oh
get
no,
that sense at
I
all.
actually wasn't. But if you ever need somebody that knows everything about the show,
If you
and
need someone in a
zombies.
pinch, I'm available.
That's
And loves the
Did
show.
you read the comics?
Illustrated novels.
Say yes. What's wrong with
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Just say
just
yes.
fucking
Of
lie.
course.
I did.
You had the
Lie.
great point about zombie cuts. Fucking.
They're so good. The comics are so good too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I couldn't even make my way through it.
Oh my god.
No, I have one here.
Yeah,
I
I was talking to Jim.
yeah. I have what we call.
God, let's get out of here.
But no,
That's hilarious.
I don't mind answering it. It's fucking. I
Yes,
have. I
Jimmy,
have.
of course.
Yes.
It's become a running gag on the show. One is a good boy's phone.
Okay.
And one is a naughty boy's phone.
Okay,
That's
gotcha.
a good boy's phone. And that is
question
my
answered.
naughty boy's
Question
phone.
answered.
There you go.
Yeah, I didn't care.
We can explain in song
Jimmy.
for you as we end the show.
I don't want to sing.
Well, no, we got
One of the a celebrity even.
Yeah,
could.
we got celebrities that explain that very question there, Chris Hardwick.
All right, great.
We'll leave with the song, but it's always a pleasure when Nerdist comes
Thank you
by.
for letting me promote my book and just hang out. And you guys I always love coming on your show.
Fuck yeah, man.
Cool, man.
Come back sooner than later. The
All right.
book is called The Nerdist Way. Pick it up now. Amazon and where else? Just download it.
iTunes,
all that shit.
Amazon, Kindle. Yeah.
No, I'm serious.
a bookstore. You could walk into
No.
a bookstore and get one.
I don't know
real
how to,
bookstore.
I don't know how to promote books anymore.
Yeah,
It's a weird thing.
There's ebooks. There's an audio version of it. There's physical books.
I love physical books.
Yeah.
I loved my Barnes and Noble in my neighborhood, and now that's a fucking Century 21.
I love physical
The
books.
bookstore went away.
I love physical books, but I also travel a lot, so it's difficult to carry a lot of books around. So I just
True.
I read a lot on digital.
See me
devices.
on the plane with my encyclopedias. I look like
All
such
of
a
them.
boob. All of them.
Let's see. Should we do sharks to circus today, or what should we? What did you?
Oh, Jimmy,
Tonight,
tickets.
tomorrow, Stress Factory.
Yes.
January 14th. Tickets, this will be sold out before the end of the day. At the Borgata for January 14th. It's myself, Artie Lang, Dave Attell, and Doug Stanhope at the Event Center. And you can go to theborgata.com, and we will be sold out before today is finished, easily.
right.
So Come see us.
All right. I guess that's it. We'll see you guys Monday.
Beer about beer.
The Greg and Tony Show, Greg and Tony Show, Greg and Tony got Dr. Norm with sex advice. We know back, spread the good news, some accent.
I didn't realize.